Hello twin flames, thank you for being here, for liking, subscribing and all the amazing comments and feedback you leave me. It means the world, as you know, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. And every day I'm shuffling, and today the fairies are my friends. This is a big message about power. It's about tapping in with your inner child. It's about bringing magic into your day and knowing, regardless of the situation, that all is well. Now, earlier today, I shared a message. It was an urgent message about your journey, the reward that's coming to you. The reward is commitment, marriage, and all the beautiful things that you've been dreaming about in your life. It's not just about the relationship, but the power of it. And it's about receiving abundance and health and fun and love and all the things that make you happy. So it's a great message about this day that everything is falling into place. So I'm going to use 3 decks of cards today. Now, my Divine Masculine George is away for a bit. Okay, he's gone away with his stepdad. So I've been in his office today and I've raided through his cards and I've got 3 great decks here. So we're going to bring in the Spirits of the Darkness and Light Divination deck by Mystic Moon. We're going to bring in this amazing tarot deck, whatever this is. And we're going to bring in Buddha Wisdom Divine Feminine cards. Now, this is a powerful deck. I remember when George bought this, he got this when we were on holiday. And, you know, you can see on the front of the card there's a big beating heart. So this is also about the physical body, ascension and everything we go through. So thank you, angels. What's the energy, please, around the connection today? But moving forward, this is about breakthroughs and change. What's the energy, please, around the connection today? And all the horoscope readings are now done and ready. They can be watched. They're in the playlist horoscope month by month. So if you want to know what's going on with your sign or your twin sign, that's where those videos are. What's the energy, please, angels, around the Divine Feminine? The energy around the Divine Masculine today. Jumping out the deck. Wow. Jumping out of the deck. I'm taking them. A lot of power here. A lot of power. I'm really excited to use these cards. The energy around the Divine Feminines today, please, angels. And the energy around the Divine Masculine. And the energy around the journey. Wow. It's, again, it feels like any confusion is lifting today. Any confusion is lifting. The energy around the journey, the Divine Feminines. The energy around the Divine Feminines, please, angels. What do we need to know? And the energy around the Divine Masculine. Thank you. What I'm also going to do, they're guiding me to do this too. This is like an extra bonus at the end. I'm going to do an answer. So we're going to do a mini pick a pile at the end of this reading. I'm not going to timestamp it and just pick your pile to receive an answer from above. So if there's something on your mind right now, this is going to give you the answer. So can we have an answer, please, angels, for pile number 1? For pile number 2 and pile number 3. Thank you, thank you. Wow, just a little something extra there too. And I've got a collective message here for everyone as well. So 1, 2 and 3 and then a collective message for everyone, which I'm going to bring into the reading. Okay, let's do this. Exciting. So the energy around the connection today, we've got the Tower upheaval. Look at this. So what I'm feeling with this is decisions. Decisions can bring in upheaval. Why? Because it brings in change. When we have a decision to make, we may overthink it. We may go into the craziness of it, what if scenarios. And usually those what if scenarios are blown out of proportion in our mind. So it can bring in struggle and worry and anxiety and a lot of unnecessary fear. So the upheaval is about the journey being turned upside down, things changing, things coming up to the surface for healing. And Archangel Nathaniel is on that today. You know, that's what September's all about. It's about bringing things up to the surface. That's why you may see roadworks, road sweepers, things changing around you. You know, next door's house, it went up for sale last week and it sold in 2 days. So changes like house moves and, you know, renovations, decorating, the need to clear the clutter. You know, I've been doing that constantly. I spoke about that earlier in the feminine reading, clearing the clutter, sorting things out. And when we start tidying things up and sorting things out, it can cause upheaval. You know, I went upstairs and got all of my clothes out and put them all in the middle of the room and then started working from the outside in. And we really on this journey have to work from the inside out. Otherwise we get overwhelmed. It's very overwhelming when you've got clutter everywhere and chaos. And that's what can happen in the journey if we are not making decisions or not moving forward, or we're focused more on the outside than the inside. So the big message is go inside first. Go inside and really connect with yourself, because first of all, you'll feel the power of the love and you'll realize that you're not going crazy. You are saner than you've ever been. And you'll realize that the outside world and all the chaos of it can't affect you when you're feeling at peace inside. So I'm really seeing this card as decisions, and the Tower comes when we make a decision or when we're putting an intention about a decision into the universe. The upheaval is the way things get moved around, the way things fall into place. When things seem to be falling apart, they're actually falling together. We've also got Spirit of the Dummy. It says, follower, clueless, weak. So, when we follow the crowd, we lose our power. And the Spirit of the Dummy, and what I'm feeling with this is how the masculines have been in the past, where they've seemed to fit in with society. They've been just doing what they've always done, and seemed like a bit of a dummy. And now they're taking control. They don't want to just follow others or be weak or seem clueless. They are tapped in. They are switched on. They are tuned into the journey. They are turned on to you. So they're going to move out of the energy of weakness into the energy of strength, and they're not going to follow others. They're going to follow themselves. They're going to follow the heart. They are following you, Divine Feminine, in your footsteps, because you aren't weak, you are strong, and you are powerful. So if you feel that they are weak or clueless or, just going with the flow, they are taking control of their life. They don't want to be seen by you as silly or foolish or a dummy. They are taking control. And the dummy as well, what they show me intuitively is, the dummy is what we put in our mouth, when we're a child. So people call it pacifiers, other things. So, you have a dummy in your mouth. And when we go into struggle or when we go into upheaval, we can throw that dummy out. That's what people say. They do say that in the UK here anyway. They say, oh, you've thrown your dummy out. In other words, you're having a tantrum. So when we have a tantrum, we really have to pull ourselves together, because we all have tantrums. We all want to throw our toys out of the pram. In other words, we all can act like we're immature sometimes when we're just operating in fear. Fear makes us do crazy things. You may think my masculine is a dummy. He's clueless. He's weak. He's not making decisions. But he's understanding through the lessons he's learning what to do. He is spiritually growing. And we're all spiritually growing. We all have tantrums when things don't go to plan. So fear makes us do crazy things, act in crazy ways, say crazy things. So it's fear that edges all the goodness out created by the ego. So we have to rise above that. Your masculine is not dumb. They are very, clued in. They are intelligent. Why? Because they are you. You are one. And we've got Spirit of the Cat. It says forceful, and it says fanciful, but they give me the words forceful, curious and independent. Now, cats are independent. Cats are very psychic beings. They're very special because they do their own thing. Cats don't listen to other cats. Cats don't, dim their light to fit in. Cats stand out. And if anyone comes against the cat, the claws come out. So this is the power of the journey. The way we become independent, the way we take control, the way this journey becomes forceful. We take our force back by tapping in with heaven, and we trust our intuition psychically. So the cat is coming through saying to you, you're a very independent person. Curiosity can kill the cat when we go checking up on them on social media, or, we find things out that maybe we didn't need to know, because what matters is you and them, and that's it. Everything else is illusion. Everything else is lessons. Everything else is growth. So remember, if you are curious about what they're doing, before you go and check the social media, or before you send that message or react in fear, think, is this going to harm me and my connection with my twin? Is this going to bring in pain? and then rise above that pain. We've got new growth, leaves and fruits come forth with spring. Now I love this because the Divine Feminine message today says it all. If you haven't watched that, you need to watch that. It's more important you watch that video today than this video today, because that video is about this new growth. What they show me is you're about to reap all the rewards for the hard work you've been doing. So imagine you've been planting a tree and the tree's got fruit on. That fruit is getting riper and riper, ready to eat, so it's delicious. And that's where it is. New growth, leaves and fruit come forth with spring. So we're moving into a fresh season. Now, for us in the UK, we're moving towards the fall. And it feels that way right now. Things are falling together, even if things seem to be falling apart. But the spring is about freshness. In the spring, things are reborn. So you may be experiencing spring or about to go into spring in your part of the world. But the message is the same all over the globe. Okay, there's new growth, leaves and fruit coming in. In other words, this journey is starting to bloom. And this isn't just in your twin flame journey, by the way. This is in career. This is in, finances, health. You're going to start seeing rewards. You're going to have a very full bank account. You're going to have clients coming in. You're going to have opportunities around you. You're going to have people trying to hit you up on social media because you are a magnet and you're attracting in your dreams. Enlightenment comes hand in hand with perfection of wisdom. Love that. So the wiser we get, the more enlightened we become. The more awake we are, the more we understand. So Buddha is saying to you, it's all falling into place. In birth, so again, this is about things coming into your life, things being created. In birth, decay, which means what we leave behind because it's stale in our life. Death, sorrow and turmoil, be the sea of the ultimate reality, the seer of the ultimate reality with faith and serenity. So in other words, in all of the seasons of your life, creation, which is like spring, summer, which is like where we enjoy the fruits of our labour. And then you've got the fall where things release. We let go of things that may be dead or decayed. Think about, the leaves when they fall off the trees. And that can bring in the turmoil of winter where things seem stagnant. But it's all getting ready for the new. So what I'm feeling with this is, when we have faith and serenity, which is really peace and harmony, we can handle the seasons of our life. And everything has a time. Your journey has a time. Your union will have a time. Your separation, there's a time. So everything in your life has a time. And don't be afraid of leaving things behind that aren't serving you, that feel stale to you, that feel decayed. A lot like the way the snake sheds its skin. So this can also about things you need to leave behind, such as jobs that don't serve you. Or, the relationships with friends, or, things move on. And you move on too. And that's where the masculines are. They are stepping out from their true, into their true self, from who they were before. This is about changes. They're giving me that song, I'm going through changes. Is that by Ozzy Osbourne? As you perceive birth, it's all about birth. As you perceive birth as coming and death as going, you are bound by the mental obstacles. So what this is saying is, nothing is really coming and going, everything is flowing. So if you think that you're losing things, then you're going to struggle. You're going to create obstacles. You never lose anything that's meant for you. And we only let go of what needs to go. It creates a new beginning. Our perception is everything. Things are coming into your life. So move out of the obstacles of your mind and trust yourself. And the collective card is, look at the situation with love. So remember, whatever chaos seems to be going on, look at it with love, because there's a higher reason. There's a reason for everything in your life. So feminines, let's do your cards. We've got, wow, you can't write it, can you? Birth. So, and the green energy, this is the Ace of Wood, but the green energy is about healing, and this is an earth power. But what I'm feeling with this is, healing energy with nature, going outdoors, new things coming in, creation. That new moon that we've just had brought in power. It's opened doors. We've got the Nine of Water, manifestation. Now, the Nine of Water is about your dreams coming true. It's about massive things coming into your life, change. So this is great because it's showing you this energy of September. It feels different because it is different. I've woke up in that energy today. It's like I'm alive. I feel like a new woman because all this birth energy is coming in. Things are being created in your life. Things are moving forward now. Dreams are starting to manifest and come true. And it's really powerful as well because, I was just on YouTube yesterday and a lot of power came in yesterday. I was watching a show and I had a massive sign, a revelation. That's why I've shared it this morning as an urgent message. So if you want to know what that revelation is, watch that video. Urgent messages about your rewards, about what's coming in. It's all about marriage, commitment, the future, and, previews and power. And you're feeling all of these things. So the angels are saying to you, massive changes ahead. You're going to feel different today. You're going to feel excited. You're going to feel ready for what's to come. Huge change when you were looking at the situation with love. So things around you are changing. You're being blessed. There's creation energy coming in, magic, power, dreaming of what you want. We've got freshness. Love it. 6 of wood. Freshness, the earth. Seeing things in your reality. Seeing things around you that are changing. And we've also got spirit of the sun. Beautiful for the feminine energy, vitality, resurrection. Things are coming back to life. Things are falling into place. There's magic ahead. You're going to receive signs about your future. All that doubt we experienced as we moved into the Virgo energy has now been, it's been taken away. It's been replaced with faith and hope and power and creation. And he says, the force of the flowing river causes the flowers, the herbs, and the trees to grow. So the force of the universe and the flow of it helps your journey to grow. It says the sacred wisdom in your heart, what you're feeling here, has magic. And it has magical power for your spiritual growth. So all you have to do is tune in with your heart. Your masculine is coming towards you. There's great power flowing into your life. So for the divine masculine, we've got, wow, and this says the ear. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's the ear. I was thinking, is that the ear? The ear, the lovers, relationship. So they're listening now. The ear is about ear chakras. That's why so many of you have been having ear chakra activation, downloads ringing in the ears. Even I've been experiencing that, very powerful. So you tune in to what you hear and what you feel and see and sense. Now, the masculine's journey today and the divine masculine reading is all about tuning in and turning on. And we tune in like we tune into a specific radio frequency. So they are tuning in now to their truth. They are hearing their messages. We've got the 9 of wood, so they're releasing worry. They're releasing struggle. They're releasing things that need to go. That's their craft. The 8 of earth is about doing the work. They are honing their skills, crafting things, moving things forward. We've also got the 3 of fire, adventure, now action. They want to go on a new adventure. This is what they want to bring in and create in their lives. They've just got to deal with their karmic situations first, the devil, enslavement. So whenever they are trapped in, they are now ready to move out of that. And we've got celebration with the 4 of fire because you're building a future. So I love how we've got, the colours coming through. We've got the throat chakra activation with the blue. And they are listening so they can speak. And you're being reminded to listen when they speak, but also listen when they don't speak. Because that's when they are healing and growing. And the fire energy, the action, is about the root chakra. It's about movement. And the yellow is about the solar plexus. And this is about what they feel inside, following their gut instincts. We've got spirits of the past, nostalgic, aching old home. They are aching for you. Okay? They are feeling nostalgic about you. They want to return home because you are an old soul. They belong with you. They're thinking about the past. They're going over things. And, this is also about an old home. They need to release anything old in their lives. In other words, they are preparing for the new. So for the masculine energy then, we've got in wisdom, you are aware of the process of privileging and punishing yourself. Reflect and let them go. So, when they are processing, they are releasing things they've punished themselves for. Guilt, blame, the way they've treated you. They've reflected on that, they're letting that go so they can be free. Once I and mine are given up, there is no limited individual. There is only the wisdom which pervades everything. So they realizing that there's only, in the ego, we think about ourselves. We think about I. It can be a very selfish energy. Whereas when we think about ourselves from a higher perspective, we become one with all things, and then we give. So they're releasing, the programming and conditioning of the way they've lived their life. So they're not thinking anymore about them as a one, they're thinking about you as a unit. And that's moving towards the future. We've got fall in love with yourself again to bring in the love of your life. So they need to start loving life and falling in love with themselves again so they can bring you into their life, because you're the love of their life. So he's saying to you, you are the love of my life and everything I'm dreaming of. Powerful. Now I've got 3 cards for a pick a pile here. Even the way I'm talking is fast today, because this fast-paced energy, excitement, being shown the way. Over the last few days I've been seeing squirrels leaping again. You're being shown that things are coming into your life. So card 1, 2 or 3, which is for you? So the first one is, don't take things personally. So whatever you're going through right now in your journey, don't take it personally. Stop that right now. Rise up and say to yourself, their opinion of me and whatever is going on with them is a reflection of them, not me. If someone's lashing out at you, saying nasty things to you, whether it's your twin or someone else, it's what they are going with, what they are going through internally, not you. You're just a trigger there. You've just brought something up in them that needs to be healed. So don't take it personally. Card 2, the way is being made. So the way is happening. You might think, how is it happening? The way is being made. It will happen. The angels are on it. Give me fear. Release fear around the when, the how, the if. Because Archangel Nathaniel is removing obstacles. Blessings are coming in. They're releasing this fear. The way is being made. And pile 3, there is always a reason. So whatever you're going through, there's always a reason. There's a learning curve from it. You are learning and growing through it. So there's a reason. So whatever you're thinking about right now, there is a reason for it. That could be the delay, the obstacle, the karmic situation, whatever that may be. There is a reason. So don't take anything personally. You are being guided. The way is being made for you. There is always a reason for everything. You are loved and safe. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.